what? It's Coffee House Madness time. It's time for what?
It's already getting energized.
What's
going on, everybody?
Welcome, everybody. We got a good one for y'all. We're talking
This is
about
gonna be Star Wars.
Talking about villains, big villains.
Yep.
The big ones that you know, which are Darth Vader. It's worldwide. Everyone knows who that is.
Darth Maul.
We got Darth Maul. Go ahead.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
And another heroes, the Chewbacca and Ewok.
The Ewoks.
We got little Yoda over here.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
All right. We got Stormtroopers. We're all decked out with everything Star Wars.
Dun.
What are we talking about then?
So we're going to be talking about Vladimir, who is also equally famous as Darth Vader.
Vladimir. Probably the first Darth Vader of them all. Ready? Did you ever wonder about that? I did. Let's talk about that.
So Vladimir, at the time, and mind you, this is during the 15th century, so this is like during knights and swords and dragons.
Right on.
And there was this king. He was the king of Wallachia. He had 3 sons after he took over Wallachia. And after he took over, he was inducted into the Knights of the Dragon. That's what they were called.
So it was a king, and then he had 3 sons.
Yes, 3 sons.
See?
And because he was inducted into the Knights of the Dragon, he named himself Dragon, like a dragon, the dragon.
The dragon.
Yes, and dragon actually means in Romania.
All right.
So that actually means Dracul, which means the dragon.
Oh. Yes. Okay. That's
So,
interesting. So dragon is Dracul in Romania,
Yes.
which means dragon. Probably something got to do with Dracula.
Actually, yes, it does.
Go ahead.
So after his second son was born, he named him Vladimir, and he also gave him a nickname, Dracula.
Oh.
And Dracula in Romania also means son of the dragon.
Wow.
Yes.
See, blown away right now. Fantastic.
And a couple of years after he was born, Vladimir actually became very, very prowess with the blade and swordsmanship.
So he became a good big swordsman, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And what happened was, since the Ottomans were a longtime enemy of the king of Wallachia, they were actually going to talk, like the father and the Ottoman Empire.
So they were gonna some type of peacemaking conversation.
Yes. Well, at least that's what the king thought.
Right.
But
It's gonna get better, y'all.
But what happened was when they got there, the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire actually took his son, meaning the dragon's son. He took his son and his mother and brother. Yep.
No.
And he put them all.
Yeah. You put them all what?
He put them all the way in prison except for the father because he wanted him to defeat the White Knight, which was also a long-time enemy of the Ottoman Empire.
So he basically took away. You know what? He took them all. He came in like passive and said, "Okay, we're gonna be friends. Yeah. But then he took his wife and his son.
Yes.
And then he did what to him? He took them.
And what happened was he put them, like I said, in jail and. Vladimir had to watch as a lot of different people were impaled because of certain crimes.
Oh, so he wanted to convince them either work for me or it doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Everybody who you care about goes into pain. Kind of like the thinking of the dark side with,
For sure.
If you're not with me, then you're against me. Yeah, go ahead.
And later on, the White Knight actually got wind of this, so he's like, okay, because this White Knight was actually a more darker, it's not the whole nice, good guy, savior of the world kind of White Knight you're thinking about.
He was the fairy tale White Knight.
He was actually a bad one. Go get him. Get him, Dolphins, get him.
Get back over here. There he is. Come on. Give him a treat.
And what happened was the White Knights, like I said, got wind of this, so he raided Wallachia to go after the Ottoman Empire because he's like, hey, if I am to completely control Wallachia, then I need to get rid of their superiors. And that's what he did. So he actually captured the king, the wife, and the brother, and he killed them all. He killed all 3 of them. He impaled them. And he forced...
See, that's what he said. He's like, okay, let him go, or I will do whatever he asks. Go ahead.
So now his son had to watch as his family was killed.
All right.
And after this, the Vladimir was sent free and actually was given a contingent of troops to go against the White Knight because he had a heavy revenge on him. And that's exactly what he did.
So he wanted to slaughter him.
Yes, he wanted to kill him. He wanted to do everything.
Not just the men, but the women.
Wow.
Yep.
Children too.
So what happened?
So he sent his army after the White Knight, and because he didn't have the chance, because his men killed him before he could, he now vowed revenge against anyone who was with the White Knight.
Oh, wow.
So then he took his
so
rifle.
Vladimir says, you know what? You're not helping.
Yes.
So I am going to basically send my troops, and you and me are going to go do battle. See?
So afterwards, he managed to take back his rightful place as king.
Did he?
Yes. His rightful place as king of Wallachia. But because he still had all that anger and hate towards the White Knight, he took that out on basically everyone. So now he was impaling people just at random. He was impaling his own people. He was impaling dignitaries, monks from other countries. Yeah, he was doing it with everybody.
So he was kind of doing the Game of Thrones kind of stuff to everybody. You get, instead of like Oprah saying you get a car, he's like, you get impaled, you get impaled,
everybody gets impaled.
Everybody gets a little of impalement.
Yep. And now that his infamousy as Vladimir the Impaler reached full contingency and full area of reception, He now a lot of people, and including his longtime enemy, the Ottomans, were starting to say, "Hey, maybe we should go after him." So during a skirmish of
they said, "Nah." Ready? That's what they said.
A skirmish of Bershada, which was a location near the Ottoman Empire. Vladimir was trying to take over that area, but what happened was the Ottomans were waiting for them. So what happened was they did a huge battle, and the Ottomans actually did manage to kill Vladimir the Impaler.
Yikes! Merry Christmas to the Vladmeister.
Very great.
The Vladmeister, Merry Christmas, y'all. What happened?
So they actually managed to decapitate him, crazy thing, and they put him on a stake and put him on display in the Ottoman Empire in the central square. To say,
yikes!
This is what happens when you act like stupid.
Vladimir?
Stupid!
You get the donkey.
You get a donkey.
You get a donkey. Alright, so what happened?
And his body was actually buried in the monastery near where he died. But this is where it gets pretty cool. During the 1930s, archaeologists managed to dig up his grave, and when they opened it, he was nowhere to be found.
Look at that.
Yep.
So he wasn't in there.
Nope. And guess what? That tomb was undisturbed. No tomb raiders, nothing.
You know what? It's not uncommon in history where they, since you're a prominent figure, what they'll do is they'll tell people that you're buried somewhere, like Abraham Lincoln. No one, people believe he's there, but because you're a prominent figure, they move your body because they know that you're going to get messed with.
And tomb raiders are going to come there and try to steal you and take something from possession.
So a lot of these places don't have. Let's see, maybe the dolphin knows. Go find it. You know where Vladimir is?
You want to find it, dolphin? Come on.
Okay, he's going to be back. If he finds something, he'll be back. Right.
Yeah.
Good. Look at that.
And later on, like another 300 years later, there was this one guy. His name was Bram Stoker. And he was actually the original creator of the Dracula book.
Look at that.
So what happened was he got wind of the whole thing with Vladimir the Impaler, and he's like, okay, maybe this is a great idea for my new book, for my new Dracula book.
Wow.
And after he published it, it never actually was like world renowned, so it didn't become, the whole Dracula story didn't become very, very renowned until like the 1930s when the original movie actually came out, the Dracula movie.
Amazing. All right.
Yep, and that's it.
All of those figures, Bram Stoker Dracula movie, if you haven't seen it. One of my favorite pictures because it portrays Dracula in a lighter notes.
Yes, not as the whole dark and gritty character, but he transforms slowly into that dark and gritty.
Right, because the environments around him they force him to become that villain. Same thing with Darth Vader. He was a nice boy when he was young. Just experiences from his life. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. What else?
Okay, let's see if the donkey has a joke for us.
All right, donkey, where you at, donkey? Hey, donkey, come here. Come here, donkey. Come here.
I want to talk to you. Come here. Come
you get it? Oh, he's going there.
Like, okay.
Get it.
Thank you.
You get it?
Okay, I got it. Why do cats live in hospitals?
The cats live in hospitals. I don't know. Because they're kitty happy? I don't know.
Because they're called first aid kits. Get it?
Instead of first aid kittens?
Yeah, kittens, it's kits.
It's kits.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Where'd you get that one?
I just found it on the joke I just talked about right now.
That's great. I love it. There you go. That's what I said. Fantastic. Guys, always treats, doggies, send them. We love them. Like angels get their wings, our doggies gets the treats. Appreciate all the help. If you ever need a topic of conversation, a joke, a happiness, come over, y'all!